Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is lesson from the TOEFL series for the beginners. आज हम prepositions को in depth study करेंगे और hopefully हम तमाम ambiguities को clear कर देंगे. So without further ado, let's start the topic. Now how to use prepositions. Prepositions are really difficult because almost every definition for a preposition has exceptions. So that makes it difficult. The best way is to picture how they function in a comparison with other prepositions and to study certain common uses and expressions using the various prepositions. Now in order to understand the prepositions हम एक picture draw करेंगे और हम picture में हर preposition को दूसरे preposition के reference में समझने की कोशिश करेंगे and that will make our life a lot easier than before. So here's a picture on your screen. Anything that's going through any object is in that case you're supposed to use the preposition through. There is you have above and over, and the opposite of the two is below or under. Here you have on, and this is by when something is closely by, is passing by. This is into when you're walking into something, and this is out of. Then comes out, and the opposite of this in, and then something coming inside is to, and outside is from. Into and out of, to and from. So that's how you just have to picture this very clearly. I hope just you take the screenshot of this image so that you can have this clarity for the rest of your life. और हम individual prepositions को अब go through करेंगे. Starting off with another preposition which is at. So let's start. This preposition generally is used to indicate a general location. It's used to indicate a general location. It's not as specific as in. Example, Jane is at the bank. Jane is at the bank. Now starting off with some common uses. The first one, at a specific address. For example, George lives at 712 16th Avenue. Or it can be used at with a specific time. The class begins at 3:10. The class begins at 3:10. This was about the common uses. Now starting off with expressions, the common expressions with the preposition at. The first one, at home, at school or at work. Example, from 9 to 5, Charles is at work and his roommate is at school. At night, they are usually at home. Another use, at night. We never go out at night because we live too far from town. Next, at least means at the minimum. At the minimum. For example, we will have to spend at least 2 weeks doing the experiments. Next, at once means immediately. Please come home at once. Next, we have at present means the moment. At present or at the moment both means now. For example, she is studying at the moment. She is studying at the moment. Then at times it means occasionally. It means occasionally. For example, at times it's difficult to understand him because he speaks too fast. Next one, at first means initially. Example, James was nervous at first, but later she felt more relaxed. So far we discussed about the commonly used prepositions. Here are some miscellaneous expressions with prepositions. So it will have all the expressions, all the prepositions we spoke about. So starting off with this miscellaneous one. Starting off with the first one, which means on the beach, is on the beach. We walked on the beach for several hours last night. Another expression is in place of, which means instead of. Example, Sam is going to meeting in place of his brother who has to work. Question, the example 3, expression 3 is for the most part. It means mainly. It means mainly. The article discusses for the most part the possibility of life on the other planets. Expression 4, in hopes of, means hoping to. In hopes of means hoping to. John called his brother in hopes of finding somebody to watch his children. Next, of course means certainly. Example, of course, if you study the material very thoroughly, you will have no trouble on the examination. Sixth, off and on means intermittently. It rained off and on all day yesterday. Seventh expression is all of a sudden, which means suddenly. Example, we are walking through the woods when all of a sudden we heard a strange sound. And the final expression, for good, means forever. Helen is leaving Chicago for good. Watching this video, if you like, subscribe to my channel and share with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.